the first thing that we'll cover is how do we identify minerals and crystals? And there's a ton of ways to do that. There's a lot of ways that are pretty fun. We'll kind of go through those one by one just to break it down conceptually and make it a bit more accessible to look at. Because I know when I try broaching topics, it helps to see things kind of in boxes. So I'm really, really excited to get started. The first, things to understand about identifying minerals and crystals is there's kind of a lot of little subsections for mineral and crystal identification, and we're going to cover a couple in depth. Those are going to be Mohs Hardness Scale, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with or heard of, and if you've not, that's totally okay. Another one is luster. That's really, really helpful when you're looking at a huge swath of minerals, or if you're outside and you're trying to rockhound or collect your own things to display in your home. I know I love to do that. Another thing is cleavage and fracture, and what's the difference between those things? Which one is more helpful? Because one is more helpful than the other one. Crystal habits and systems, specific gravities, fluorescence, magnetism, twinning. Those are all things that we start to get a little into the weeds there, but I think the Mohs hardness, the luster, and then the cleavage and fracture are probably the best to approach when you're either out in the field or you have something in your collection that maybe you can't quite remember what it is. There are going to be pretty fun little field tests that you can do to identify these. So yeah.